Okay, let's do this. ItzChrll versus Will. They're hopping right into this. Let me change the names real fast. Name 2. It's score 1, 0. Okay. Let's watch this. Let's see how this takes place. I am curious. They haven't played each other yet. So this is not going to be turning match into grand finals.
Actually, Chainsaw, they have played. Krill to Will lost to.
In this game? In this like
Yes.
today?
Look at the bracket, yes.
Krill to Oh. So they played in Tick by Tick and he lost 2-0, and then they played today and they lost 2-0. And Krill's already wiping him. I don't know why Will didn't stop. That was the most obvious opening in the history of ever. And he had 10 options to stop him. And he just didn't. Like, he just moved forward his soldier. Or his guard or whatever. Until... Shaking my head. You guys hurt. Sometimes you guys hurt to watch. The ItzChrll. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not intentional. It's ItzChrll. I always call him ItzChrll. It's Trill. Trill. I will keep saying Trill until I make up for like the sin I have committed. It's Trill. I'm sorry. He even explicitly told me, don't screw that up. You screwed it up at Tick by Tick. Don't screw it up. Luckily, ItzChrll has many more games to play. He's in every event. God, if you guys let ItzChrll win all 4 rounds, I will just disown this community. I mean, I love him. Fine player. But he does not practice. He wins without practice. And if you practice, you guys, like, anyone else could have taken this. Anyone else could take. This is simply a lack of practice on the behalf of many players. Except Dual TNT. ItzChrll is scared of Dual TNT right now. See, I had my friends PMing me on Discord. He's like, that hurt. I'm like, I know. Archie, you're killing me. This beginning is also killing me. It kills me that Will let him do this, and it kills me that ItzChrll is not capitalizing. So they just both suck. Oh, I should probably post the stream too. I'm gonna go post the stream to some places. I'm gonna post it to the Minecraft map testing channel. I should be paying attention. I'm just like messaging to people. I kind of assumed ItzChrll was going to win this, so I wasn't paying super close attention. If he loses this, it's all his fault, and I will hear nothing else. That was a great move. Will should have seen it coming, but I'm going to not lie. That was a pretty good move. That was a pretty good move. Wait. Oh, apparently Archie's game glitched. He said when he took center, like, it accidentally killed one of my... Oh, so he put a tree on his unit and then it killed it. Okay, that's a little bit more excusable. I mean, his blowing of absolute wins is his own fault. But how do I feel about this? Honestly, if I was ItzChrll, I just wouldn't move that soldiery. I just troll. I wouldn't move the soldiery. Say what you will. I let this soldier just chill on the gold block and I just block him out. Who's in front of me? Move. 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 On camera. This is a pretty good game. I like this game. I just wish there was a map that was just blank. I actually feel like that is the ideal Imperium map. Is one that's just blank. I think map 2, the one with the tree kind of in the middle, is also kind of good. It has interesting stuff around it. But ideally, I just like a blank map. Honestly. And I think I might like that one most just because it actually really doesn't limit anything. It's just basically a blank map. And you have more issue moving your units behind you, but it rarely comes into play. At least the lower level, it really comes into play. Yep. This is interesting because I feel like it's obvious ItzChrll has won, but I don't know how he clutches. I don't know how he closes this. Because right now, his scout doesn't really do anything. Yeah, and I think that's what ItzChrll was thinking, that if he's going to clutch this win... But here's the thing. No, that was a mistake. I feel like WillDoesGamez could have moved his soldier forward, so he still couldn't have moved out his scout. Well, no, because they would have traded his soldier. I'm dumb. Don't listen to me. I would just forfeit. I feel like this is a foregone conclusion. I feel like it's just a low... I mean, if I'm WillDoesGamez, though, I have time. We have an hour. If I'm WillDoesGamez, I'm thinking to myself, I have an hour. I will play this out until he makes a mistake. So I'm not shaming him. That was a problem. Oh, wait, what? No, because he blocks it. No. It's over. Isn't it? Yeah, it's over. GG. Good game. ItzChrll takes game 1. Good job. Yeah, he doesn't blow those. He does not blow those. So ItzChrll takes game 1. a good game one, I will say too. Like that was good. I feel like no one's complaining about that game one. Okay, so they go back to this stage. Will is on his last life. He needs to win 4 games. Almost consecutively. To clutch this out. And he's moving fast. I think that's the right move. You can't be moving fast right now. Take your time. You have an hour to bring this back. Now that's a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie. But you have an hour. He's gonna put it into the stalemate position. But WillDoesGamez went first. And it's common knowledge right now. I don't know if it's true, but it's basically the cause of common wisdom that if you're going to stalemate, person who goes first loses. Because by the time the second person completes the stalemate, the first person has to make a move. So it is the first person's job to use their first move advantage to set up a solution and basically control the stage before the second person can. It is the second person's job to basically create a stalemate, making the first person lose their advantage and then have to make a bad move. That is the meta. At least on this stage. The other stage is a little bit more open because you can move soldiers on the back row. So when you can move a soldier on the back row, you basically can pressure. And right here, all you can do is move a scout on the back row to kind of contest that like back dark spot on the middle. And that's not as effective as being able to literally just run a soldier up from the back, up center. And I feel like Will's just making a mistake just letting this stalemate happen. ItzChrll just doing what he's doing. This is how he wins. This is how he's won every single time. And he's just doing it again. I feel like teachers would have beat him here. I feel like someone else could have like crushed him, but sure. Sorry about that. Teachers is too good. Teachers is good. I feel bad for teachers not being here. Or it's Taco. They both wanted to come. Both could not because of life reasons. That makes me sad. Teachers is always such an epic match. Teachers is always such an epic match because Teachers just he plays the game in a much different way. He thinks of his moves and he's going to look for unoptimal ways to proceed. At least from what I saw. He's also very good at like doing the bread and butter stuff, kind of like ItzChrll's doing, but he's going to make the clutch moves. Or at least I felt like that in tournament. He just ran. He didn't lose a single game if I recall. I think Teachers just clutched everything. ItzChrll even took him to grand finals in tick by tick, and it was just a 2-0. It was not close. I think there's just gaps in skill in this game. And I think it's a shame because I think a lot of the higher gaps are not present with us today.
I really feel like
Taco lost to ItzChrll. That's right. I remember this being a big deal when it happened in tournament. Let's Taco 2-0'd ItzChrll. And ItzChrll, after 2-0ing WillDoesGamez, yeah, I'm looking at the bracket right now. ItzChrll made a crazy run at tick by tick. He lost to ItzTaco 2-0 after 2-0ing Superset, but Superset's not very good at Imperium. It's not something he likes doing, I guess. But no. But no.
What game?
What?
What game is Superset good at? Like,
Superset's really good at PvP. Superset beat me and Redemptor in the only second round of grand finals. So we actually beat them in grand finals from losers, but then they beat us game 2. He's really good at PvP. So he's in color control right now.
Could probably beat him in PvP.
Yeah, his only game right now is color control, and I actually think that's fine. I think he did not prepare with his team very much, but I think that's a fine move. Will is just getting crushed in saddest animated deaths of all time. But I do want to talk about ItzChrll's run, because it's a lot more interesting than this game. His run at Tick by Tick and Imperium was crazy. So he beat Superset, but whatever, that's not a huge deal. But he gets 2-0'd by Let's Taco, a good player, who actually took a game off Teachers. He lost to Teachers, but he took a game off of him. Once again, it was random maps, so it's not a super legitimate... Tick by Tick wasn't a super legitimate Imperium tournament, but that's not the point. ItzChrll comes back, 2-0's WillDoesGamez, 2-0's his dual TNT partner in his basically entire Tick by Tick partner, ItzShadow, who right now is Shout-In, for when he shows up later, for anyone curious. And then, in Losers Finals, rematches ItzTaco, who just came off a tense game with Teachers, and in a close game, 2-1s him. So it was one of the few 2-1 games to happen at that event. And he 2-1s him in a very close set, and then goes into gets 2-0'd by Teachers in the saddest anime death of all time.
Even sadder than whenever Corey in the house ended.
It was painful to watch. You're a champion, ItzChrll. I'm not surprised.
Either am I.
He was just hot. He was hot this entire tournament. And it's actually really easy to win from winners. Like, because you actually literally... I think losers, you have to, like, play, like, 7 games to win or something. He had to play, like, 4.
Now we have, like, an hour break, right?
No.
It's 1v1s.
Oh, we do have an hour break. Holy shit.